Good evening, ladies. How are you? It is Wednesday evening, and I know I don't normally come in on a Wednesday evening. I hope it's Wednesday. It's been a long day. I have been getting a lot of questions about the post that I posted, not only on my profile, my Facebook profile, but also in this amazing group about our my courses that I'm beta testing for. So I think I wanted to answer all of the questions, or try to answer all the questions, because I'm getting lots of frequently asked questions on Facebook and Messenger. And I just had one woman, I'm not going to name her, ring me up on Facebook Messenger, and it was just lovely to see her. So I wanted to say, I'm really up for having a one-to-one if you need to talk about one-to-one coaching, which I'm really good at. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I am. And if you've got any questions about either of the courses that I'm going to run. So the first one that I want to talk about, because I'm getting loads of questions about this, and I've only got like finite amount of places on it. It's a beta test. Both of them are beta tests, which means I'm asking you ladies to take part in my courses. Now, I've already run online courses for many years, and I've been working with women specifically for 14 years. I have background, professional background in addictions counselling, and I've been working with women for 14 years and dealing with emotional eating, comfort eating, drinking, binging. Hi, Lucy. If you're in, say hello. So the first one I want to talk about is my fly. Hi, Jeanette. My fly course, First Love Yourself. I have spent hours creating this course, but it's been created based around the old courses that I used to run, that I've run for years. I've kind of developed more and more into sort of a mindset course. And I have spent the last 2 years doing my coaching, specifically kind of spiritual coaching course, and now I'm a mentor on that course. And I've put all of my kind of professional knowledge into this course and created this 11-module course. Now, the cost that I keep getting asked about, which I'll perhaps come to later, because what I'm hoping you'll get is, freedom from obsessing about food, about drink, about any habit that you might have. So if I'm talking about myself and the reason I created it, and the experience that I have is in drinking alcohol. I used to take a lot of drugs when I was younger, and then sort of dabbled periodically, probably when I shouldn't have. Perhaps I would say on and off in my early 30s, because it was my default mode. When my brother died, I turned to drugs. And then, so drink, drugs, and then that kind of turned into food, and then face picking. And it doesn't actually matter what it is, it's a habit that we go to. Hi, Gillian. Yeah, just oh gosh, I've got some comments here. Hello, Haley. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, so it's basically been created around a habit, but I have kind of focused it on food, drink, but the premise is the same, in that I'm trying to point you to a different direction. I know why people binge. I know why people have urges to do whatever their habit is. I know why that happens. I know why physiologically it happens. I know why psychologically it happens. And I know why we get caught up in our thinking around it. And I know how to help you deal with it. I know how to help you cure it. I now live in a place of freedom from self-loathing, freedom from quite hideous urges that used to take me over. I think the last one that I still struggle with is the face picking one, but I'm getting better at recognizing when I'm getting caught up in a kind of thought generated zone out, if that makes sense. So this course will be really good fit for you if you struggle with binge eating, starving, the binge sort of, eating, binging, starving cycle, over exercise, under exercise, drinking, face picking, any habit. That's where it will be a good fit for you. It will be a good fit for you if you don't feel enough. And I think that kind of is the baseline of everything. It will be a good fit for you if you want freedom from obsessive thinking around not being good enough. And now I have worked with thousands and thousands of women over the years, and everything always points me back to the realization that they're not feeling enough, or you're not feeling enough in whatever form that might take. I have been through hideous traumatic grief. I have had post-traumatic stress disorder. I've been through so much. I don't want to kind of go into that now. I've already been rabbiting on for 7 minutes, but I really get it. I really get where you're coming from. And so that's what I wanted to talk about. And what else has I been asked? The price. So the price is, if you pay up front, it is 11 modules. It's going to go on, if I start on the 15th of October, probably till just past Christmas, but we'll have a break at Christmas. So usually I'm looking at 3 months. If this beta test goes well, it might be that I need to shrink it, depending on what you ladies say who do it first. £300 if paid up front. There is a payment plan available to those that need it, which will be 4 monthly payments. And if anyone really desperately wants to do it and actually hasn't got the money at all, write to me and I will look at what you can afford to pay and what you're willing to put in for that. The second course, the second thing that I'm creating based on what I've been asked to create, is a feminine style boot camp where we work out online. I would like to offer something around 2 exercises, classes with me online per week, where we do it either live. Now you can be seen or not seen, you have that choice. If you can't make it, it will be recorded and put into a member site, which is what I'm doing at the moment, trying to work out how to get a member site. If anyone's really good at admin, please get in contact with me, because I really need some admin help. I'm looking at potentially starting it on Tuesday next week, because that's when the new moon starts. It'd be great to do 8 weeks within the moon cycle. But what I'm thinking is doing a little experiment, maybe one day this week, if you're up for it, a little workout with me free online, so I can see if my software works. Because that would be quite funny to do a little, maybe, yeah, no, I'd like to do it on the software that I'm using and see if it works. But if you're up for a free workout with me, that would be great. But I'd like to bring in yoga. I'd like to bring in high intensity training. But where I'm coming from is I've been obsessed with exercise in my life. And I've been one of those people that hasn't done it. And neither of those have worked for me. And now I've reached an age where I have kind of embraced the feminine in me, and I want to work out because I love my body, not because I hate my body. And so, yeah, doing things to nourish and support me in that way. And that's what I want to bring into the Feminine Online Bootcamp. Although I don't like the word bootcamp, but most of you that have known me for a long time know me from bootcamp in Cambridge. Let me just see. Gillian says, can it help with the devil's habit smoking? Yeah. And Lucy's put, I'll do the workout, the free one, I'm guessing. Woohoo! Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe we should do that Friday morning. We'll see how many people watch this, see how many people are up for doing a free workout with me so I can see if my software works. I'd like to maybe talk about the chakras, and I'd like to talk about the Hindu goddesses and how we kind of have every one of those goddesses within us. So it's quite complex, but I will try and simplify it. And I'd also really like to talk about mindset. So I've kind of got it in my head. I've got my vision, I've got my board, and I've got my mind map, and I've got my drawings. But that's why the Fly course is absolutely, it's kind of written, it's beautiful, there's PDFs you can download, it's all of that stuff. It's been created, I've spent 3 or 4 months creating it. This feminine booty is been kind of something that's come, and it feels kind of in alignment with where I'm at, and I've been asked to do it, so I'm going with it and trying to kind of think about what women will need and want. So that's not as clear, and it will be cheaper. So I'm looking at £120 for 8 weeks for that boot camp online, but I'd like to do a free workout session this week, because if I can start it on Tuesday next week when the new moon is, and we set our intention with the new moon, then that might kind of be pretty cool, because then we get 8 weeks in before Christmas. So let me know what you think. If you have any questions that I haven't answered, this was just a quick spontaneous video, because one of the girls in the group rang me on Facebook Messenger, and I was sitting here doing my work and I answered it, and I just thought, gosh, there's so many of you that struggle, and I'm here, you know, I'm here. And I really appreciate that that you talk to each other on the group, and how many of you are in the group. And I think we may be one off now getting to 600, which is amazing, because it was only a few weeks ago, I'm sure, a couple of weeks ago, I was going, yay, we got to 500. So that's amazing too. So yeah, I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. If I do, I'll post them in the comments. Again, if you have any questions, hello, Nicole. I've just seen you come in. Nicole actually is a yoga instructor that I did my training with. And I'm thinking on the Feminine Online Bootcamp thing that you've all voted on the name of inviting other yoga instructors to come in and do a yoga session that you can either join in with, or that I can record and post into the membership site. So I might be asking Nicole to do that, because she is my very cool little German best friend from my yoga school who lives in Brazil. But yeah, that's my idea. But anyway, I would love to have you there. I'd love to see you. I'd love to answer your questions. I'd love to have you in any of the offerings that I'm creating. It feels good to get all this done before Christmas. And the beta test girls on the Fly group will get access to that, lifetime access to that, and I'd really like those women to be mentors for the next group that are coming in. So thank you very much for watching, if you're still here. It's like 10 to 9. I will see you soon and lots of love. If no one told you today, then I love you and I think you're amazing and you are enough. You are enough. Take care.